there isn't any difference between the state, but what I see makes the difference is devotion.
Mm-hmm.
Is devotion to that which you have experienced in the transcendental, beyond the body, to live it here. That asks for devotion. Mm-hmm. And by devotion I mean it asks you to live from what you know is true inside. That asks a lot of listening, deep listening from within. I think that when you have experienced enough suffering and enough pain in this life, there's an awakening that happens, not necessarily realization, but an awakening of, I either choose love, I choose the same old program of pain. And the more that you've experienced yourself as love, both in the body and beyond the body, and in the body and beyond the body, and it can happen like this, where you're experiencing yourself as the vastness beyond the physical, and in the body, that there's a resonance, a harmony that starts to open the body up. But what keeps it open is honesty, is being honest in the moment. And now that asks for a lot of love. It asks for a great devotion to what is true, because it's not always comfortable following what is true. It will challenge you in the moment. It will challenge your own personal conditioning. It will challenge the expectations or conditioning of those people directly involved in the situation or in your life. It'll challenge everything that has been your past, your mother's conditioning, your grandmother's conditioning, especially for women, and also what your father has put into you, just by him being the man of conditioning that he may have lived out as your role model as man. All of that we're meeting in the body. That can only be met in the moment through honesty. So there's not a great process that you have to go to. It's instantaneous. It's an instant looking in with honesty. But it asks presence. It asks you to be fully in the body. Because anything that is not presenting itself as love or truth needs to be seen by this divine intelligence that I may have opened into in the transcendental. Here it is, still here in the body, but it asks for, in that moment, the same stillness that you gave when you were with nothing to do but to sit in the transcendental. It asks for that instantaneous moment of stillness, where that intelligence that sees all things is able to see beyond the condition into what's really real here. So that means no holding on to what you want or what your conditioning says, but being willing, and that's devotion, being willing to follow your love in that moment because you know it's true.